mental illness, they say it's 1 in 4. I personally, I think it's like 1 in 3. You look at my family and my immediate family and my father and my mother, that's where I inherited from. It can be a very difficult valley to traverse when you're down there and it feels so alone and empty and you swear you're the only one in the world. Your feet feel like they're in concrete trying to move forward and all you can do is just 1/4 of an inch a day. And after a few years though, with therapy and with support groups, you begin to realize that it's not all that bad. There are bright spots in it. You realize that you can move forward, maybe not as easily as those who are not challenged with some form of mental illness, but you do learn. There is progress being made. Sometimes it's just doing what you're able to do. I find it difficult, sometimes just to get out of bed in the morning. For me, that's a goal. A goal's been accomplished, just getting out of bed. Forget making the bed. That's even more difficult to do. Taking medicine, one of the most difficult things in the world to do is to take those little pills for those of us who are challenged with mental illness. It's all about, why do I have to take a pill to control this? Why is that so necessary? Why can't I be man up? Why can't I be strong enough to do it on my own? That's what society tells us. That's what the stigma has said for so long, that we're supposed to do it ourselves. But the truth is we can't. No man is an island. It does take that support network in order to make success. And success is measured in small steps. So getting out that front door is really a big accomplishment. Mine's major, one of my illnesses, there are over 320 diagnoses of mental illness. I happen to be challenged with depression, PTSD, social phobia, anxiety disorder. And people say you don't look it, but the truth is I do. I am it. It's not easy to put a mask on to walk outside. And when people say how you're feeling, what do you say? Do you tell the truth? Because people, I tell you, I don't think they really want to hear the truth. They don't want to know how difficult it really is to do things. Why did I start the Walk for Mental Health Awareness Houston? At age 60, I finally realized that I was strong enough and healthy enough to speak up for my brothers and sisters who had not yet realized, that we're all born with a purpose, and we're all born with a voice, and we have the right to be heard. So I wanted to let them know that they're not alone in these struggles and in these battles, and that they have a place where they can come together and realize and see that they are not the only ones. They are not the only ones in that valley, that they are not the only ones struggling to make it through the day, through a half day. I started the walk so we could be a positive public dialogue. There is so much media attention given to all the negative press. Anytime one of my brothers and sisters is having an episode, that's when the press is there. As they say, if you don't bleed, you don't lead. I feel that every time there is a negative press story, there should be a positive press story about the walk. Letting folks know that the way I am, the way I act, the way I present myself, that this is the real face and the real life of someone who is challenged with mental illness.